Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby, all day. Set. 18 Gators. 52 the mic. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 52's the mic. Go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 70 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Next the score, Broncos 7, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check back, check back. Check 22.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
70, Indy.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a carry for Bernard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Danico Autry is in on the stop. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Ready? Watch 57. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
X3, 218,
This is Hines. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch safety green. Let's go.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Check, 47. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 13. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Back to throw. Madison. He gets this one to Boyd. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 2nd and 10, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Protein spill. Hey, Delta. On the snap.
Locke now on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Defense, let's get out the field. Defense. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, Haywood. Go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 72 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
this will be caught at the 30. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
Second down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, a run with Lindsey. There he goes inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Quickstone, travel. Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Hines. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Hines. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Another run by Lindsey, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Wahoo! On the
Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going with Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to... That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now this throw caught left side. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Madison. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madison. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, it's Hines. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nyheim Hines, 71 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll actually throw it with Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Locke going to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Throwing now is Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I get...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Locke to throw for it on 4th. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Strip that ball. Watch
Greystone, travel.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.